Hello everyone, welcome back to Embedded System course. So today in this session we are going to study practical, uh, practical number one or experiment number one. So the list is displayed here uh, of practical exercises of Embedded System course, and we are going to study the first practical exercise, that is development and execution of program in C for sending data on port pins or lines. Okay, so after performing this practical exercise, what skills or competencies will be developed in you? Okay, so you will be able to write programs using embedded C of 8051 for 8051 microcontroller, and uh, you can uh, program 8051 kit. Okay, uh, 8051 microcontroller on a kit, okay, by using a standard compiler like kill C compiler. Okay, so this is the first practical exercise we are going to study in this session. So likewise, there are total 12 exercises, and out of these 12 you are expected to complete uh, 10 practical exercises. Okay, so already I have sent you write-ups of this practical 1 and practical 2. Okay, but after studying this practical 1 and practical 2, then only you will proceed to write these write-ups, because whatever write-ups I have sent you, in that there are few errors in programs. Okay, we will correct them in this practical session, and then after completion of this practical session, for example this practical one session, you can proceed to write its write up by referring to the that write up I have sent to you. Okay, so in this first practical, we are going to program IO ports. Okay, means we are going to send data on IO ports, or we are going to read data from IO ports. So this programming part we are going to perform in kill C compiler. Okay, so I think in 2 or 3 live sessions we have studied programming, how to write program for 8051 in C in kill C compiler. Okay, so in particular we are now going to focus on this practical number 1. Okay, so let me demonstrate you how to create a program file in C in the kill C compiler, how to build it, and how to run it or debug it, and how to see the output. For that I will take a first program. So there are a total of 4 or 5 programs under this practical 1 exercise we are going to study, and we will start with the first program. Okay, so let us open this microvision kill compiler. Okay, so in programs you will find this icon or menu, or on desktop there will be icon. Okay, so if you have installed a kill microvision compiler, okay, so you will find this uh, icon here on desktop. Just double click it. Okay, now initially there is no project file open. So to program uh, in this kill C compiler, you have to create a project. So there is a project menu. So new microvision project, you click on new microvision project. So that project you have to first save, okay, at your particular location. For example, in this folder, okay, for example there is a folder on D, that is VNG. In VNG there is a one folder, and in that there is one folder, and in that again I will create a folder project demo. I will give name project demo. Okay, and in that project demo I will give name to the this project file. For example, prj underscore demo, any name you can give. Okay, so I have given the name to this project, prj underscore demo. Then I will click on save. Okay, now you have to select a device for target one. For target one. Select device means for which microcontroller. Okay, we are doing programming. So that microcontroller you have to select. You have to select that manufacturer first, and under that manufacturer, list of microcontrollers will be displayed once you select that manufacturer. For example, I will select Intel manufacturer. I have to type here Intel, so that list will be sorted out and I will get the manufacturer whose name is Intel. So here on plus sign, if you click, there are microcontrollers from family of 8051 microcontroller. Out of that, I can select a particular microcontroller. For example, generic 8051 microcontroller I will select. Okay, for example 8051AH, and its description is given here. See here, that is MCS51 NMOS single chip 8-bit microcontroller with 32 IO lines, 2 timers or counters, 5 interrupts, 2 priority levels, 4 kilobytes of ROM, 128 bytes of ROM on chip. Okay, so I will select this. I will select this microcontroller and I will click on OK. Then copy startup.a512 project folder and add a file to projects. Here you click on, strictly you have to click on no. Okay, now this project is created. Okay, now I have to write a program. Okay, so I have to create a program file. For that I have to go in file. So all these steps are like whatever assembly language programming you studied in 8051 microcontroller. Okay, so to create program file, you go in file menu and click on new. Okay, editor window will get open having name to this file text one. Okay, now here I will write a program. Now for time saving, I have already written a program. Okay, I will just copy this. Okay, so this program file I can open in a notepad. Okay, so I have already written that program. I will just copy it here. Okay, so see here this. So here some text is I have typed here, which is comment actually. Whatever starts, okay, uh, with a double slash. Okay, so this is double slash means whatever remaining part on the line, that will be considered as comment, and that is non-executable part. It will not be compiled. Okay, so this is comment. So what is this comment? See, practical or experiment number one. Okay, development and execution of program in C for sending data on port pins. Okay, and from this practical, this is program number one. This is again comment. Okay, this is again comment, program one. And what is this program? Write a 8051C program for sending 002FF on port 1 P1. ओके, म्हणजे काय की हा प्रोग्राम रन झाल्यानंतर काय होणार, 002FF विल बी सेंट ऑन पोर्ट 1. म्हणजे पोर्ट 1 पहिल्यांदा 00 आउटपुट केलं जाईल, मग नंतर 01 02 इन हेक्स, 03 04 05 06 07 08 09 0A 0B so on up to FF. ओके, सो फॉर दॅट प्रोग्राम इज रिटन. म्हणजे काय, आपण पोर्ट 1 वर डेटा आपण सेंड करतो. काय डेटा सेंड करतोय? 002FF कंटिन्युअसली. Okay, so here see the program. So first line is hash include reg51.h. This header file I have included. Then void main void, and here this is the main program. Okay, so in this program, see, first part is unsigned char z, means I am declaring z as unsigned char type of variable. म्हणजेच काय, तर झेड मध्ये मी काय व्हॅल्यू स्टोअर करू शकतो? इन डेसिमल 0 to 255 किंवा हेक्स मध्ये काय 00H to FFH पर्यंत व्हॅल्यू मी स्टोअर करू शकतो, बिकॉज आय हॅव डिक्लेअर्ड झेड ॲज अनसाइन्ड कॅर टाइप ऑफ व्हेरिएबल. अनसाइन्ड. ओके, नेक्स्ट, so this is for loop. Next part is for loop. So this is a for loop. Okay, so see, for z is equal to 0, z is less than 256, and z plus plus. Okay, so there are three expressions separated by semicolons in for statement. So this is initializing expression, and this is a that is a conditional expression which will check condition for continuation of for loop, and this is this expression will be executed at the end of these loop statements. Okay, whenever loop statements executes, after that this expression 3 will be executed. Z plus plus means Z will be incremented by 1. Okay, so first time when for loop executed, Z will be initialized with value 0, and then this conditional expression will be evaluated. Z is less than 256. Now it is true. Okay, it will come true. When this expression returns true value, then only whatever statements are there in loop of this for loop will be executed. Right now, see here, between opening and closing brace there is only one expression, one statement, only one statement is there in loop. If one statement is there in for loop, then we can omit this opening and closing brace. Okay, there is no need to write this opening and closing brace, but for your understanding I have put here opening and closing brace. Okay, if more than one statements are there in this for loop, then you have to compulsorily uh, use this opening and closing brace, means you have to write these statements in between opening and closing braces. Okay, so see here, first time this condition will be checked, and if it is true, this loop statement will be executed. P1 is equal to Z. आता Z मध्ये काय आहे value 0, it is having value 0, so that 0 will be outputted on port 1. Okay, then after execution of this loop statement, control will come to the expression number 3. This Z plus plus means Z will be incremented by 1. आता Z मध्ये काय value will, it will get incremented, so value will be 1. Okay, again this expression 2 will be evaluated after incrementing Z. This Z is less than 256. This conditional, okay, expression will be evaluated. Okay, if this expression returns again true, again this loop statement will be executed. Right now what is value in Z? Z मध्ये काय आहे 1 आहे, so still this expression returns true, so again this loop statement will be executed. P1 is equal to Z. आता Z मध्ये काय आहे 1 आहे, 1 will be output. Okay, in this way this loop statement will be continuously executed. Okay, and after end of execution, each time Z will be get incremented by 1. Okay, so this will happen until value in Z is less than 256, means value in Z is equal to maximum 255. Okay, now see here, if value is 255, what happened until value in Z becomes 255? 0 to 254 values are outputted to port 1. This thing is happened already. Okay, आता काय होईल, Z मध्ये काय value आहे 255, still this condition is true. Okay, so 255 will get outputted to port 1. After that Z will get incremented by 1. ना आता Z मध्ये value काय आहे 256. Now again this condition, this expression will be evaluated. Z मध्ये काय आहे 256. 256 is less than 256. No, now this expression is false. Once this expression is false, now for loop will get terminated. Control will come out of loop, and it will go to the next statement. So there is no next statement. Program execution ends here. Okay, in this way this program is outputting values 00 or sending 00h to FFH on port 1. Now I will, next is after writing this program I have to save this program. Okay, so I will save. So here same location, project demo folder, here I will give name prog underscore demo, and here I have to give extension C, pro demo dot C, because this program is written in C programming language. So save. Okay, now program is saved, but this program is saved but it is not included in your project, so you have to explicitly add that file into your project. So add existing files to this. Okay, so here this is the pro underscore demo dot C source file. See here, only C source file will get displayed here, so this you have to add in your program, then only you can proceed, otherwise there will be error. Okay, so now this program file is included in your source program group 1. Okay, now you can build this program. Okay, means it will be compiled, means it will be checked for any errors in this program. Okay, so I will click on this icon build, or I can press F7 key on keyboard. Now see here, So there are zero errors or zero and warning, means I can now proceed to run this program. Okay, so for that I have to click on debug and I have to click here start debug session. Okay, so evaluation mode running with code size limit to kilo. Okay, click on OK. Okay, now see here, uh, now I can execute or run this program. Okay, so to see the output I will execute this program in step mode. Okay, step execution mode. So for that I have to see here I am outputting data to port 1, means I have to monitor port 1. So for that I will go in peripherals, I will click on port IO ports and I will click on port 1. Okay, so I can now view the data in port 1. Right now FF is there. Okay, now control is here. See here, uh, double arrows are here. Okay, that means execution will start from here. Okay, we are in debug session. Okay, so I will execute step by step, means first this, whenever I click on this icon, see here, this is the step. Okay, so one statement will be executed to which the control is pointing. Now control is pointing to this for statement. Okay, so see what happens. So for, okay, now z is initialized with value 0. Okay, now it has evaluated this expression. Okay, so it is true, so it is executing loop statements. Okay, now when I click on again step, this p1 is equal to z will be executed. Now what is value in z? Z मध्ये काय आहे 00 आहे. 00 will get outputted to port 1, म्हणजे इथं port 1 ला काय आला पाहिजे डेटा 00. see here. Okay, so here port 1 ला काय आलेला आहे 00. Okay, so see here, next time what will happen, z will get incremented by 1. z मध्ये आता काय आहे 1 आहे, z मध्ये 1 will get outputted to port 1. now see here 1, next z again get incremented by 1. now okay, it will output 2. see here 2 2. Okay, in this way if you 3 4, what is happening, okay, 5 6 7 8, so on. Okay, now I will run this program. See here, data is continuously data is being outputted to port 1 from 00h to FFH. Okay, so to stop execution I will click here stop. Okay, and I will end debug session here again by clicking on start or stop debug session. Okay, so then you, that debug session will be end. Here you can modify your program if you want. Okay, as per your requirement, and then you have to save and again you have to build, and then you have to again go to debug session to see the output. Okay, in this way you can write a C program. Okay, for that you have to first create project file. Okay, then you have to uh, save that program with extension C. Then you have to include that program in your project. Okay, by clicking on this here, right click and add existing files. Okay, then you have to build this program, and if no errors are there, zero errors are there, then you can proceed for debug. If there are errors, then you have to check for errors and you have to modify your program. Again you have to build. Unless and until you get zero errors, you cannot proceed for debug or run this program. Okay, in this way you can write a C program. So this is the first program in practical one. Now I have already written remaining 3-4 programs. Okay, for that I have created a project, separate project file that I will open. Okay, and then I will include each program and I will demonstrate you. For that, here I will close this project, close. Okay, and I will open that project, open project. Okay, so for practicals, for practical one there is a prj1 project file. I will open it. Okay, so here I have all the programs. First, we have already done first one. Okay, so I will remove this file. Okay, yes. Then we are going to study second program, PRO, that is written in prog2.c. So I will keep that and I will remove remaining files. Okay. 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 So this is the, so I will close all these programs. Okay, I will keep only this open. So see here, this is a practical or experiment number 1 and program number 2. So what is this program? Write a 8051C program to send hex values for ASCII characters 1 2 3 4 A B C D. Okay, so काय करायचं आपल्याला तर पोर्ट, सो हा हियर पोर्ट 1 ला आपल्याला काय पाठवायचं आहे तर ASCII कोड्स ऑफ 1 2 3 4 A B C D. ओके, हे जे काय कॅरेक्टर्स आहेत त्याचे ASCII कोड्स आपल्याला पोर्ट 1 ला सेंड करायचे आहेत. तर ऑल दिस प्रोग्राम्स वी हॅव स्टडीड इन थिअरी. Okay, so see here, for that program is written void. So as usual, hash include reg51.h, then void main void opening brace. Okay, so this is opening brace and corresponding closing brace will be highlighted here. Okay, so in between these two main program is written. Okay, so z is being declared as unsigned character. Okay, then next statement is unsigned char no dub and opening ब्रॅकेट अँड क्लोजिंग ब्रॅकेट. ओके, म्हणजेच काय इथं या स्टेटमेंटनं मी काय करतोय, आय एम डिक्लेअरिंग एन ओ ॲज अनसाइंड कॅर टाइप ऑफ ॲरे. ओके, सो ॲरे, you know what is array. It is used to store more than one elements or more than one data. ओके, तर ह्या एनो कोणत्या टाईपचा ॲरे आहे, अनसाइंड कॅरेक्टर. म्हणजेच काय, याच्यामध्ये मी नंबर ऑफ अनसाइंड कॅर टाईप ऑफ डेटा मी स्टोअर करू शकतो. सध्या मी या ॲरे मध्ये काय स्टोअर करतोय, दॅट इज एनक्लोज्ड इन ओपनिंग अँड क्लोजिंग ब्रेसेस. ओके, अँड देर आर एलिमेंट्स ओके ऑफ अनसाइंड कॅर डेटा टाईप. ओके, सेपरेटेड बाय कॉमास. ओके, तर पहिला एलिमेंट काय, 1 विल बी स्टोर्ड, सेकंड एलिमेंट विल बी 2, third element will be 3, fourth element will be 4, fifth A, sixth B, seventh C and eighth D. Means 8 elements are there in this array. Okay, NO having name NO. Okay, आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये पहिला एलिमेंट काय, 1 म्हणजे काय तर ASCII कोड ऑफ 1. ओके, सो okay, so for that here you have to include this in single quotes. These are characters, single characters, so I will include this. Okay, in single quotes, let us see. Okay, so these are the 8 elements that will be stored in this NO array. Then for loop is there, and in for loop, in loop there is only one statement. And what is this statement? P1 is equal to NO Z. Okay, and Z is initialized with value 0, and we are checking for continuation of loop. So this is condition, Z is less than 9 and Z plus plus. Okay, now how to refer these elements in array? For that you have to use the name of this array NO, and in square bracket you have to write its index. So what is index of first element? 0. Index starts with 0. ओके, म्हणजेच मला हा 1 रीड करायचा असेल अरे मधला, तर मला कसं लिहावं लागेल, NO इन स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट 0. ओके, बिकॉज 0 इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ फर्स्ट एलिमेंट, 1 इज द इंडेक्स ऑफ सेकंड एलिमेंट अँड सो ऑन. म्हणजे शेवटचा एलिमेंटचा इंडेक्स काय असणार, 7, 0 to 7. यू कॅन राईट इन दिस स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट. ओके, डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच एलिमेंट यू वॉन्ट टू रीड. फॉर एक्झाम्पल NO इन ब्रॅकेट 7 जर का मी लिहिलं, आय एम रेफरिंग टू द 8th एलिमेंट इन दिस अरे. ओके, इन दिस वे, इन दिस फॉर लूप Z ची व्हॅल्यू काय होते, 0 to 8 पर्यंत व्हेरी होते. ओके, अँड हिअर फर्स्ट टाइम Z इज इनिशियलाइज विथ 0, म्हणजे फर्स्ट टाइम हे जर का लूप स्टेटमेंट एक्झिक्यूट झालं तर काय होणार आहे, NO इन ब्रॅकेट Z मीन्स व्हॉट, 0. Okay, NO0 is referring to first element, so first element will get outputted to port 1. Okay, म्हणजे first ASCII character, ASCII code will get outputted to port 1. Then Z will be incremented by 1. Okay, Z will be get incremented by 1. Z मध्ये value 1 होईल. त्यानंतर काय होईल? Again this condition will be true. Again this statement will be executed. P1 is equal to NO in square bracket 1. Means it is now referring to second element. In this way, all the ASCII characters of these 8 elements will get outputted to port 1 due to execution of these for loops. So this for loop will be repeated for 8 times until the value in Z is less than 9. म्हणजे Z मध्ये जोपर्यंत 8 पर्यंत व्हॅल्यू येत नाही तोपर्यंत this loop will be executed. So this loop will be executed for how many times? 8 number of times. Each time it will outputted these elements. Okay, in this way program will be executed. Now we will see the output. For that, first you have to build. Okay, so I will build this so there are no errors. Now I will proceed for debug. Okay, I will go in. Okay, now I am going to see port 1. So here port 1 and port 2 are open, so I will close this port 2. So I am going to observe port 1. Okay, so see here. Now what happened? I will use step execution. Right now execution is here, pointing here to this statement. Okay, so now NO will be initialized with these values. NO मध्ये काय असणार आहे तर ASCII codes of these 8 elements. Okay, now for loop I will use step execution. So first Z मध्ये काय value आहे? Z मध्ये 0 value. Here see, Z is having value 0 and this NOZ is referring to first element. First element म्हणजे काय? ASCII character 1. ASCII code of this character 1 what? 31. See here, 31. Okay, so 31 will be outputted to port 1. See here. So 31. 31 will be outputted to port 1, which is ASCII code of character 1. So next time Z will get incremented by 1 and it will output ASCII code of next element, because Z is now 1, means this statement is NO in bracket 1 will point to second element. Okay, means now it will output ASCII code of this second character, that is 2. Okay, so okay, now if I step execute this statement, see what happens. So on port 1, ASCII code of second character, that is character 2, will get displayed, that is 32. In this way, if I go on see, next ASCII code of 3 will get displayed, then ASCII code of 4, that is 34, and next element is A, and ASCII code of A is different. Probably it is let us see, it is 41. Okay, 4141 is the ASCII code of A, and 4242 is the ASCII code of B. Now see, okay, 42 will get displayed. Now 43 is the ASCII code of C, and 44 is the ASCII code of D. Okay, after that program execution. Okay, so again resumes. Okay, so in this way so here this program is displaying this character. So here it should be less than 8. You just modify one thing, the program should be this. I will again I will modify this program, because we are going to, so this index of first element starts with 0 to 7. So here condition should be Z should be less than 8. Okay, so this modification you do in your program. Okay, so this is program 2. Now I will proceed to program number 3. So for that I have to first remove this program, remove. Okay, then you have to generate new program file. You can go new and you can type program, you can save that program, and you can include that program in your project. So same project file you can use. So here I have already written that program, third program, so I will just add that file here prog3 add. Okay, close. Now I will open that. Now this program is write a C program to send values -4 to +4 to port 0. Okay, so same. So I have created here array. Okay, that is here should be char, simple char, signed char, because we are going to use negative numbers. Okay, so char type of array. Okay, and in that array there are numbers from -4 to +4. Okay, so first element will be -4, then -3, -2, -1, 0. I'll just separate it so that readable. Okay, up to 4 +4. Okay, so these 9 elements are there. Okay, ह्याचा इंडेक्स काय असणार आहे? -4 चा 0, -3 चा 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 आणि 8. शेवटच्या एलिमेंटचं काय? इंडेक्स 8, म्हणजे 9 एलिमेंट्स आहेत हे टोटल. Okay, -4 to +4, 9 elements are stored in this NOS array, and these numbers I am going to display on port 1. So same program, फक्त इथे इंडेक्स काय येणार आता? व्हॅल्यू काय येणार? 9. Z until this will be continued until Z is less than 9. Okay, now I will build this program so there are no errors. I will execute this program in step. Okay, so I am monitoring port 1 because I am going to output these numbers on port 1. P1 is equal to NOS in square bracket Z, and Z is being incrementing from 0 to less than 9. Okay, so I will execute step. Okay, so first P1, so Z is having value 0. Okay, so Z is having value 0. So what will happen? First element -4 will get displayed on this port 1. Now see, -4. So see here what is displayed. So here FC will get displayed. So what is FC? So minus number -4, how will it will get stored in internal memory? Okay, its 2 complement will be taken. If negative number is there, its 2 complement will be stored. So 2's complement of 4 is actually FC. Okay, because 4 means 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0. It's 1's complement. Okay, taken, and in that 1 is added, you will get this number 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 0, that is FC. So that will be stored in this NOS array. In this way negative numbers will be stored. Okay, so it is correct. This is a -4. Then -3, -3. Okay, then -2, see, then -1. Okay, and then 0. Okay, so this element is outputted. Then 1 will be outputted, then 2 will be outputted, and then 3 will be outputted, and 4. Okay, in this way we are outputting -4 to +4 to port 1. Okay, so this is third program. So I will end this start and debug session, and I will remove this program, and I will add next program. Remove, and I will use same project file, and I have already written that program, fourth program. Okay, fourth program I will add. Close. Okay, double click on it, it will get displayed. So what is for fourth program? Write a program to toggle bit D0 of port 1, means P1 dot 0 bit will be toggled how many times? 50,000 times. See the program. So for that, again hash include reg51.h, and here see s bit, my bit is equal to P1 caret 0 semi-comma. So here I am representing bit number 0 or pin number 0 of port 1 by using symbol my bit. Means I am assigning address of pin number 0 of port 1 to symbol my bit. For that I have to declare my bit as s bit type of variable. That is a bit from SFR. Port 1 is the SFR. I can that this bit or pins or bits of port 1 are bit addressable. Okay, so I can declare a variable which is representing if this particular bit or pin 0 of port 1. Okay, so now onwards in my program, instead of using this P1 caret 0, I can use my bit. Okay, I'm representing my bit by using my bit. I'm representing pin number 0 of port 1. Okay, so for that I have to declare this statement, my s bit, my bit is equal to P1 caret 0 semi-comma. Okay, then void main void. In main program I have declared Z as unsigned char type of variable. Okay, because I'm using it in implementing for loop. Okay, so see here, so this is a main program, opening and closing braces, and inside there is a for loop. Okay, and in for loop now 2 statements are there. Okay, so I have to toggle this my bit pin, that is pin 0 of port 1 50,000 times. Toggle means what? I have to 1 0. Okay, I have to first output 1 and I have to make 0. This is called as toggling. Or if it is previously 0, I have to make it 1. This is called as toggling. Okay, so here I'm for that I'm doing it by using these statements, two statements. First I'm making that 1 and then making it 0. This is called as toggling. Okay, or first make it is 0 and then make it 1. This is also toggling. Okay, so for that I'm see what is condition for continuation of loop. So z is initialized with 0 and z is less than, condition for continuation of loop is z is less than 50,000. Okay, so that means this loop will be executed how many number of times, starting with value 0 in z to z is less than 50,000, means z ची व्हॅल्यू जोपर्यंत 49,999 होत नाही तोपर्यंत, म्हणजेच काय, this toggling will happen how many number of times, 50,000 number of times, and that is asked in the program. So that pin of port 1, that is D0 pin of port 1 should be toggled 50,000 times. Okay, now see here whether it is happening or not. I will debug this program. First I have to build this program for errors. Okay, then I have to okay and see. I have to monitor which pin, that is pin number 0, that is this of port 1. Okay, that is already displayed. So I will do step execution. See, okay, it is now toggled from 1 to 0. Next time again it is toggled from 1 0. In this way it will toggle 50,000 of times. Now I will run the program. Oh, so that execution is so fast so that we cannot view, okay, this toggling, that is 50,000 times. Okay, but in step execution we can observe that. Okay, in this way this program is toggling, that is my bit, that is pin number 0 of port 1 50,000 times. Okay, so this is the fourth program. So whatever that write up I have given in that, this program is written wrongly. Okay, you just modify that program. Now I will remove this program number 5 and I will add last program, that is program number 5. So I will close this. I will add now program 5. Program 5 is where this is. Program 5 is added, close. I will open it. So program 5 is what? Write a program to get status of bit 5 of port 1. That is pin 5 of port 1. Save the bit and send it to pin number 7 of port 2. म्हणजे पोर्ट 1 च्या पिन नंबर 5 वरचा डेटा रीड करायचा आणि पिन नंबर 7 पोर्ट 2 च्या पिन नंबर 7 ला आउटपुट करायचं, त्यासाठी प्रोग्राम दिलेला आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज द प्रोग्राम hash include reg51.h. I am declaring or I am representing pin number 5 of port 1 as in bit by using symbol in bit. For that I have declared this as bit, in bit is equal to p1 caret 5. Then I am representing pin number 7 of port 2 by using symbol out bit. For that I have declared this statement as bit out bit is equal to p2 caret 7. So due to these two statements, address of pin number 5 of port 1 will get assigned to in bit and address of pin number 7 of port 2 will get assigned to out bit. Okay, because this pin number 5 of port 1 we are going to read, and whatever that data on pin number 5 of port 1 we are going to output on pin number 7 of port 2. So respectively names are given, in bit and out bit. Then I am declaring one more variable of type bit in which I can store 1 bit information and name of that variable is main bit. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा मी काय करणार, पिन नंबर 5 and of port 1 हा डेटा रीड करून कुठे घेणार, मेन बिट मध्ये, आणि तो डेटा मग कुठे आउटपुट करणार, ह्या पिन नंबर 7 of port. Okay, so for that this main bit of bit type is declared here. Now see the main program between this opening brace and this closing brace. So in bit is equal to 1 semi-comma, means I am configuring in bit, that is pin number 5 of port 1 as input. Barabar? Okay, then out bit is equal to 0, means I am configuring pin number 7 of port 2 as output. And then continuously what I am doing, see here, while 1 means this is infinite loop. Whatever statements in between this opening and closing braces will be executed infinitely. So see here what I am doing here. So main bit is equal to in bit semi-comma. Okay, what is in bit? This is pin number 5 of port 1, means I am reading this pin number 5 of port 1 and I am storing that data on that pin in variable mem bit, which is a bit type of variable. Okay, and that I am going to output on pin number 7 of port 2. So next statement, what? Out bit is equal to mem bit. म्हणजे मेम बिट मध्ये आता काय आहे, तर पिन नंबर 5 ऑफ पोर्ट 1 वर जो काय डेटा असेल तो मेम बिट मध्ये मी स्टोअर केलेला आहे. दॅट आय एम गोइंग टू आउटपुट ऑन पिन नंबर 7 ऑफ पोर्ट 2, which for which I am declared here out bit variable of s bit. Okay, म्हणजे या स्टेटमेंट काय होणार आहे, मेन बिट मध्ये जे काय असणार आहे that will get outputted on pin number 7 of port. Okay, now let us check this program. First I will compile this program and then I will, so errors are 0, so I will start debug session. Okay, so I have to monitor port 1 and as well as port 2. Okay, port 1 ची 5 number pin is input and port 2 ची 7 number pin is output. So I will also open port 2. Okay, तर port 1 ची पिन नंबर 5 म्हणजे हे 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, this pin. Okay, this pin will act as input and pin number 7 of port 2 means this bit will output, will be acted as output. Okay, now see here, right now input is what? 1, so output should be 1. Okay, so see here, I will step execute. Okay, so it is outputting 1 on pin number 7. Now I will change this, I will make it 0 now. Now see what happens. Okay, it is okay, sorry, this is pin number 5, I have to make 0. Okay, now see what happens. Okay, so this is a pin number 5 of port 1. It has been it is already read. Okay, and that is outputted to pin number 7 of port 2. Now this is 0, this is 0. Now again if I make it 1, see. Okay, means this program is reading pin number 5 of port 1 and it is outputting to pin number 7 of port 2. Now I will run this program, see, run continuously, and then I will change this. See here, it is being outputted. Again, if I make it 1, respective pin number 7 of port 2 is becoming 1. Okay, it is being outputted this bit. Okay, see here. Okay, you can see. Okay, so this program is reading this pin number 5 of port 1 and outputting that on pin number 7 of port. In this way, this program reading a particular pin of port pin and it is outputting that on a particular port pin. Okay, in this way we can program IO ports. We can input or output on IO ports. So these are the 5 programs. So I will again send this program in notepad or PDF. Okay, so that you can easily write it in your journal. Now you can proceed writing journal or write-up of practical number 1. So there are 5 programs. So you have to write these programs in your journals instead of whatever programs I have sent in write-up of practical 1. Remaining theory part you can write as it is. Okay, so this is about practical number 1. So I will stop here. Thank you.